Flying's in my DNA.
Oh, imagine
Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force.
Yeah, imagine.
He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died.
Well, they're already talking about, bro. They're already talking about the cars in the game. They said, you hear about the horseless carriages in New York?
Cruising above the clouds.
I'm talking about in the story mode.
Stratosphere. Nothing beats being at
in the story mode. They're talking about horseless carriages in New York.
Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Right smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it.
Is everyone here?
What'd you say?
Settle down.
Did you say all the characters?
I said settle down. You have all
really?
been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site.
What they did with it.
Here's your mission.
It wasn't.
It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
Alright, 20, good game.
Good game, bro.
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base.
Shaq, thanks for them bands.
This is not a drill.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I ended over 5. Twink ended over 9.
Crazy.
Yeah, the short game, bro. I told you before about the short game, man. The short game will clean up your long game.
They worked you multiple times. In real life, those would have been in. What are you talking about? On Grand Theft Auto? Are you talking about it? Bro, it's boring, bro. It's boring. Didn't they keep changing how much money you get for furs and all that stuff? No, bro. I didn't... Yeah, that's just... Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's that Red Dead is a boring game. Like, I didn't think a game could be boring. Because I was remembering the old one, the old Red Dead, and when you was online, and it was pretty fun. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they can, but I'm saying, yeah. Yeah. But I'm saying they didn't put no content. They didn't have nothing ready for it. They just said, okay, we'll just. Yep. All right. So what is so what is it? So what are you doing? You talking about missions? All right. What can you do now?
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks.
What do you mean? What can you do? I just want to know.
We don't got all day here.
How, Sway? Like, right? You said there was a lot more to do, so I'm figuring out what was there to do.
That nigga said you got A, B, it's stuff. It's stuff.
Looks like the harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, warm up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst.
Oh, it's a mission.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Nothing.
They're way overhead.
They did? Oh, snap. What colors can I get now? So I go from brown to light brown? Bro. Oh, hazel? Bruh. I always wanted a hazel.
Support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Alright. Wow.
Target confirmed down. Looking good,
Yeah.
Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid
All
showed
right.
some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Yeah.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
You can't. Can you hunt legendaries? Online you can do that?
Mage 2, target down.
Your avatar. Oh yeah, yeah. But you gotta use the gold bars. Oh, you can't. Oh, dang. You can't customize that yet?
Mage 2, locked.
That's not good.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going,
So-
Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. But you still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper,
okay.
this is Mage
Yeah.
1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
That's dope. That's a little
Bomber and an escort.
little
There,
detail.
Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your
Alright, so
element
what
with
so
Mage
what
1.
else? So
Do
what
not
else
break off.
besides
Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
we do a repo mission? Fuck that. Oh, treasure hunt? They give you a lot of money?
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
That's Western.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Fox 2. Target is down.
Attaboy, Trigger.
I think they said they put another. It's like they put all the bad people together and all the good people together. Yeah, I want to say they did that. I do remember reading something like that. Because people were complaining it was just trying to be good, and then people was messing with it. Yeah.
The enemy has a lock on you.
Facts. Real quick.
Bomber hit by a missile.
Don't let them destroy the harbor.
Yeah. Nah, Red Dead got a long way to go before I actually really want to hop back on there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. They need that a whole lot more.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
And I honestly don't even think that they might have a lot of support going for it since they coming up with GTA 6. Grand Theft Auto 4 is still popping off.
Roger that.
And Grand Theft Auto 4 is still popping. I'm still buying these on. 5. Yeah, that was. It definitely is.
Missile launched. One remaining.
The only reason I say it's not.
H2, keep your focus. You got this.
Yeah. They will. Right. Facts.
To Gollum and Mage. Job well done.
Already?
Bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Shit, nah.
Good going,
If
Mage.
it's
Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes.
exactly. If that's $15, Grand Theft Auto's still going for 60.
Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Column
Ooh, I want this
Squadron,
thing.
this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
Oh,
What's the deal with all the drones? Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Yeah. Oh, these are some nice cars over here. You gotta blow them up. Oh, man.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back.
Oh, bro, these are some nice cars, bro. Gotta kill these y'all. Look at this.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the air... We know the attacking bogies were from... International... Many wars are lost by fail... That means successfully You have our...
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent,
what are you talking
plunging it into chaos.
You on? Getting a... Hey, G-Sign.
Yeah, what up?
Oh, you what? Wake up, bro.
I'm chilling.
Hey, how was that Ace Combat?
I love it. It's dope.
Why you say it like
For
that?
For real, nigga. What? I love it.
This nigga, hold on.
That's the truth.
I was saying the exact way you said it, yo.
I love it. I do.
I love it.
It's a good fucking game.
It's a great game. I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, like I said it like, of course I'm the only one that loves it. I love it. Like anybody else, you know, niggas might not.
That's
nah, fuck it. It's good.
I love it.
You know, given all the time we got to ourselves, I'm trying to rediscover the old games that I used to play.
I ain't mad at that.
You know,
bro.
we buy these games and we don't give them a lot of attention after we
don't play them.
Yeah, so it's like you might need to revisit some older shit that you done got. You might appreciate it a little bit more than you appreciated it when you bought it.
Facts. Agree with that. Oh,
yo, I remember I was offline and I was game sharing with Detroit, and I didn't. So I was offline because I couldn't pay my damn internet bill, so I had to play that. No, but I played the. I did. I probably did. No, I didn't. No. I don't. Niggas said niggas used to make me feel stupid for buying it.
Oh.
It wasn't me. It was good. I enjoyed the hell out of it. That's all I gotta say. Because that's all I had to play, though. I couldn't really play shit else.
Good, though.
So, it was that and Mortal Kombat. So, it was on Mortal Kombat, and then I was on that. Oh yeah, the shaman dude. It was. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. You're right, yeah, because at nighttime they would come, the big cats would come and attack you at night. So you had to be on it, yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Remember, you used to get headshots with the arrows on the dudes, and it'd just be satisfying, like, ooh, like, oh, headshot.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. God damn.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
It was pretty good.
Destroy the target.
It was better than a lot of people gave credit.
It was so bad. Some people told me it was so bad that like dude was trying to sell it to me for like he's like I get you for $10, and then it just came out. I was like, really? Is it that bad? He was like, bro, yeah, I don't like it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I liked it because I didn't have shit else to play. I mean, and that's
okay,
really,
that's
really all I had, and I had to play it, and I enjoyed it. Nah, it ain't bad.
He was like, it wasn't typical Far Cry, like,
nah, it wasn't.
you know, Far.
Because they tried to do something different.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't Far.
Target is in range of guns.
Far Cry 3, 4 was dope. 5. All right.
Popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Phase 2, walking.
What's the permission to move the vehicle? We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now.
All right.
Locked on.
Yeah.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. The base is wrecked.
All right. Okay.
Box 2.
Got the miss.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just
They had that on Far Cry 5. You talking about Far Cry 5? Oh, okay, yeah. Far Cry 5, they had it on that too. Yeah. Oh, okay. On Far Cry 5, like, you had, like, people that helped you, and then you could, like, have animals to help you too.
Mage 2.
Like, you have them in your, like, little roster. Far Cry 5 was cool.
Target eliminated.
Yeah.
Okay, let's completely blind those bastards. Missile inbound. Breaking. Locked. It's chow time. Trigger, there's one more to go.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't play.
Oh, yeah.
That was good though.
That was basically, that was an extension. Yeah, it was Far Cry 5. But New Dawn is an extension of Far Cry 5 because it takes place like right after the events of Far Cry 5. Because basically at the end of Far Cry 5, that nigga releases a nuke and just nukes the whole shit, blows up everything. So Far Cry New Dawn takes place like maybe 10 years after that, and everything's all blown the fuck up. Like everything just fucked up. Yeah, he nuked that whole spot. I remember, yeah, we used to get on it. I remember, yeah, we got on it. Shit, I don't know.
The way my PlayStation is set up.
Stupid.
Nah, I think it was on sale at one point. Just need to get that DayZ when it's on sale.
Mage 2, bandit on your tail. I'm taking fire, but I can still fight. Missile fired, evading. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too. Waiting for clear ground. Skull 3, you have to bail out now.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. I'm in his blind spot. He's fine.
Golem 2, Fox 2.
Bandit evaded the attack.
I heard
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
How to Survive. That DayZ game is kind of like How to Survive. It's like open world. It's not. No, it's a zombie. Yeah, I'm saying, but DayZ is like first person or third person. It's the same.
Oh no.
Zombies, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's that top down. It was top down.
It was top down. Yeah, I know it's top down.
And you gotta. It was like one of them. Yeah, you gotta build a shelter.
I was on there with y'all. I bought it. Remember?
Fox 2. Fox 2. 4 targets remaining.
No, not World War Z. DayZ.
DayZ. Yeah, you talking about DayZ. Wait, I thought remember that game? What was it? 20. Wait, what was it? Days. Wait, how many
days?
Yeah, 7 days to die. No, 7 days to die. Yeah, so they let you build your whatever you needed to build for like 7 days, and then on the 7th day or 8th or whatever, like there'd be an attack, and then they would see how your shit held up. Something like it was something like that. Yeah, I never played it, but some people said it was pretty good.
50 pounds.
But it probably wasn't. It probably wasn't that good. Probably sucked. Shit. Oh, okay, yeah.
Happened. Status report.
Multiple bogeys.
I'm about to say, nigga, I'm on that Final Fantasy VII remake.
You talking about Red Dead?
Yo, Twinkie, you beat Final Fantasy VII yet, bro?
I'm going to the Shimmer Tower now. I was really playing that joint earlier today.
Yeah, dude.
Because I'm pissed off because I know what's gonna. I kind of know what's gonna happen.
You don't know what's gonna happen. They changed the whole story up.
That's what I'm saying. So they're gonna change up the whole game.
Yeah, but for the better.
I don't know, bro.
No, you gotta believe.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
You gotta be a believer. A lot of people are talking shit. Oh, this ain't the story. But you gotta they're trying to change it so that way they could play with it a little bit. Yeah, like they can kind of keep making content for the game, and they can it's gonna be on some other shit.
It's going down the path of Kingdom Hearts.
Well, I don't know about Kingdom Hearts. I never really got into that. But
that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
On radar. They're close.
Well, from what I see, it just I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was pretty cool.
You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile.
I'm gonna beat it by this week. I'll probably beat it by tomorrow or something.
Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down.
Ah, this hurt.
These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what
You say you hurt? Your feelings are hurt?
use them.
Yeah.
No, it looks it's there, but I know once I get to that point,
Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
Where is the matter.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it.
Yeah, I found out that Cloud is like an imposter. Like, I didn't even know all that about the
You
story.
didn't know that?
Nah, I didn't really know the story. I had to watch a video explaining the whole story.
Yeah, he's
figured it
has
out.
amnesia. That basically Zach is the main.
Zach,
was the owner of that
yeah,
sword.
He thinks
And
he's
he
thinks he's Zach.
He's Zach,
but he's
right.
not. Yeah, because it's basically what it is. It's cool as fuck. It's kind of cool as
Yeah.
shit the way I see it, because he's been through so much trauma that his mind was fractured
He
after
basically
Zach
had
died.
PTSD.
Yeah, exactly. After Zach died, his mind fractured, and he basically took on Zach's identity, and now he doesn't even know who he is. But Tifa knows who he is, and she's just like, "Yo, you're acting weird. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?" And then he's just like, "Oh, I am who I am," and it's like, bro, he doesn't even know who he is.
All right. Yeah.
So I like that. I like the fact that the game doesn't even really go into any of that. If you don't know any of that, you just don't know.
And the old one, not the old one, it does.
No, what I'm saying is the new game. The new game doesn't go into any of that. Yeah. So if you don't
And
know,
that's
you
what's
just
messed
don't
up
know.
for people who coming in. All they looking at is who is this guy and keep fighting. I don't even know who he is or what he.
Who,
You know what I'm
Sephiroth?
saying? Like the
Talking about
build, the
Sephiroth?
right. Yeah, the
Yeah, you're
build up
right.
is
But-
dumb, and from what I hear, that
the game is
basically
what?
Basically, from what I heard, read is that the end fight is basically the end fight of the original Final Fantasy VII. Pretty
What,
much.
with Sephiroth?
Yes, that's pretty
But
much.
they
what
changed
they're
it
saying.
up. But they changed it up though,
And that's
because
what I'm saying. It's like if I was brand new to the system,
yo,
to the
I
game,
can't
and
hit this nigga.
and I was looking up, I'd be like, well, first of all, why am I fighting this guy? And who is he? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is his
they don't
purpose?
really.
Like, why they don't explain none of that.
Well, I think it's more they're on some like, this game has been out for a very long time. If you don't know about it, you might want to brush up. You know what I mean? Like, this game's been out for over 20 years. So it's like people are like, if you don't know about it, we're making a remake. That's why they're saying it's a remake of this game. So if you don't know about the game, you might want to brush up on your knowledge of it, and if that way you'll know what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, hey, they're not like gonna hold your hand on that shit. Like, the game's been out for a long time.
But that's what they need to do.
And this is a remake. This is something that's made for people who are fans of the original. It's not really made. They're not gonna say, oh, they're saying it's a remake. So if you don't know about it, you gotta brush up on it. Like, you gotta figure that shit out.
If that's if that's what they're really thinking, then that's really dumb and sad.
Nah, no, it's not. The game's been out for so long. Yo, the game's been out forever.
Because think about it. Just hear me out. As a business, you want as many people to pick up the game as possible. I don't care.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they just made it for the people who are fans of the original.
Hell no.
What?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. That's dumb.
So why would they make it? But why would they make it? Why would they make it if they were?
Because they know as fans of the old one.
Exactly.
Listen.
That's what I'm saying.
Fans of the old one. It was one of the most talked about Final Fantasy, one of the most popular, the more popular Final Fantasies.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And so you don't think that for certain developers that it was a passion project, that it was something that they wanted to make for the people who loved Final Fantasy VII?
And if it was a passion project, No, if it was a passion project, then they would have definitely remade it as is. You know, they wouldn't have made it that fight and all that stuff. It. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have changed.
Okay, this is the way I see it. Okay, I see it as an opportunity to make sure that Final Fantasy lasts forever, like our Final Fantasy VII. They're trying to make it so there are different time. Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but they're trying to make it so there's something different that we can hold on to. The people that love Final Fantasy VII, it's not just over when you think it's over. They wanted to change it. It's like I feel like they wanted to just make it a little bit different, so that way there's something that the fans can just have, and it's something that they can just change up a little bit, so that they can just, you know, people can hold on to it. I think that's what it is, bro. I think that's what they did. Well, you don't know. You didn't beat it yet, so you don't really. I don't think you know the ending or nothing like that, unless you spoiled it for yourself already.
That's what I'm saying. I already read what happens in the end. I'm just saying. If that was the case, they did that all wrong. They really messed up big.
I don't think
on that, because I think it'll lose some people's interest. It was a fun game, but
it didn't.
Past that, it wouldn't capture people's.
What game?
Like, what is the story? Final Fantasy VII.
I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Some people are mad that they changed it up a little bit. They did some different stuff, and some people, some of the fans of the original are a little upset about it. Twinkie included.
Yeah, I'm upset. But again, I reserve judgment till I actually.
So basically, it's like not my Final Fantasy. That's
right. Well, think about this
team.
Well, think about this, G-Sun. What if they came out with a Naruto Ninja Storm 5, right, on a different engine that wasn't the Storm engine, and they'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's not the same thing.
We talking over.
It's more like the story. So there are important parts in the story that they kind of changed up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, but you know what? This is what it is, Hype. It's more like they made it like a continuum thing. Like, instead of the story just ending on the note that you think it's gonna end from, like, people are really, there's some hardcore Final Fantasy fans, right? Especially 7. 7 is like the most beloved Final Fantasy of all time. But they changed the ending. They're changing it up. They're making it so it's an open-ended thing, and you don't know what's going to happen. And I feel like they did that because they know that people love this franchise so much that they wanted to just play with it a little bit and make sure that it lasts longer than you think it's going to last. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. And I think that's a good thing. I think it's like because this is a new age. It's a remake, but it's for the new age. So it's like, I feel like the people that are just hating on that, I think they need to just wait a little bit just to see where it's going. Instead of just being like, oh, why did you change? Because this is only the first part anyway, and they're gonna make like 3 or 4 other games on this series anyway. So I think people need to just wait, hang on, just chill, and just see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
And I think they're gonna. Yeah.
So
you just need to chill. Just chill.
You haven't played.
I played the original.
I'm not talking about it. I'm talking about like Kingdom Hearts, bro. It's the route that Kingdom Hearts went down, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all, bro.
All I gotta say is I played through the game already. I beat it. I'm on hard mode. I'm on like chapter 10. I've got like 60-something hours in the game, and I'm enjoying the shit out of it. I like it a lot.
I'm not saying it's a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just as somebody who. For new people who's fresh playing Final Fantasy, you know what I'm saying? You come into something like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's fun and all that, but then you like, well, what's the story? Who's this? Da, da, da. And it's gonna mess up the story for those new people, and it may mess them up, it may not. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. The way that I hear and read that it's going, it's not looking too well, and it's going to leave people confused, thus leaving people going there, you know, and look at what the story is, and you know what I'm saying.
Man, I played to the end, and I wasn't confused. I knew what was going. I got it. Like, I get what they're trying to do. Like and I'm not saying that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people might be a little like, what? Huh? What's going on? Like, but I kind of just I played through it. I sat. I was watching what was going on, and I feel like I see what they're trying to do.
You didn't even know who Zack was.
No, I didn't. But I did my research though. I watched some videos, and I did my research, and now I get it. I see what's going on, and I see where they're going with it, and I'm enjoying it. I like it. I want to see where they take it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm interested to see where they take it to. I just hope they don't mess it up. That's all I can say.
Because did you? Okay, damn. So I can't spoil it because you didn't see.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be do Tuesday. We'll get into deeper talk. We'll talk about it. Because I'm definitely gonna beat it by tomorrow.
You've iced up.
All right. Might beat it by tonight actually, but yeah, it's just. I just want to know how they're gonna do the golden sauce.
I can take it though. Yeah.
Like
I don't remember. See, all right. So
you didn't get that far though.
No, I did. But it was such a long time ago because this game has been out for a very long time. So I remember playing through the game. I got pretty much almost to the end, but I never beat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to be honest with you, like I told you, it wasn't one of my favorites. Final Fantasy VII was not one of my favorites.
You said 8 was your favorite.
I liked it, but 8 was my favorite. 8 was something that I played through over and over again. I played 8 probably like three times over.
Yeah.
So
I beat both of them multiple times too. Yeah.
Yeah. 8 was my favorite. Like I didn't really understand why people. When I was young, I remember playing through 7, and I just didn't understand why people liked 7 more than 8. And I was just like, I like 8. I was like,
all they did was take they took the amnesia part from 7 and put it in 8 because basically everybody in 8 didn't know their life before they joined the military, and then they went into that whole time continuum thing with
with Multimedia,
Multimedia and all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a dope game. I liked it.
I loved 8. I just thought it had style. Like it was the shit. And it looked better.
Yeah.
Because 7 looked like shit. But I ain't gonna lie, I played 7 a little bit later. Like I probably played 7 after I played 8. To be honest, like I played 7 after I played 8.
Skies are clear. Nice work,
and that was one thing that was the determining factor in me not really liking it as much because the graphics were shitty. And
see, I played 7, then I played 8.
But
I think I played 7, then I played Tactics, then I played 8.
I don't even want to get into that. But Tactics
I beat
itself,
that game like 5-10 times.
Yeah, it was cool. That was a good ass game, and they need to make another one. If they make another Final Fantasy Tactics,
I'm
on that.
It has to be Tactics because the advanced ones weren't the same story, but they tried to make a. It's pretty much Final Fantasy Tactics 2 on the phone. It's called or on your tablet, or it's called Final Fantasy. I got it. Final Fantasy Brave Exodus, War of the Visions.
And that's Tactics.
It's
like a different name.
It's supposed to be their Final Fantasy Tactics.
So do they have one? Do they have a Tactics on PlayStation or no? Or you got to get it on like the Game Boy?
It's the. I mean, they have Final Fantasy Tactics. They have the
on here
the old one. Yeah.
Like they have it on. No, they don't.
Yeah, you can buy it on the PlayStation Store. I seen it. Yeah. Because it was on sale with it goes on sale every time with the Sony and stuff. They do.
Shit, I don't know. I think I looked for it not too long ago. I ain't see it.
Just go in there.
Nope. I looked for it. I ain't gonna lie. I looked for it a while ago. Because I was like, and the funny thing is, I think it was when we were talking about it last time. I was like, yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics? I was like, hold up. I was like, I remember playing that. And I looked for it, and they didn't have it. So I was like, shit. I guess I can't play it.
I thought they had put it up there, because they put it up there with the, maybe that was the Wii. Maybe they put it on the Wii.
Yeah, they didn't, yeah.
I mean, not the Wii, the, what's that joint?
The Switch.
The Switch, yeah, because I remember reading about
I got one of those too. Shit, I might grab it.
I don't. Yeah, that was my favorite because I used to just play through just to do different builds and stuff, like do different teams and.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through this run and I'm gonna do all ninjas. So I'm gonna go through this run, do all Ramsey Boulevard.
Hell yeah, that was shit. Yo, you know they remastered Final Fantasy and my fault, and Final Fantasy 12. Also, Final Fantasy 12. Play Final Fantasy 12?
I didn't play 12.
Yeah, 12 was the shit. 12 had the judges, like those were the main the enemies for the most part, and they were
because that took place in the same genre, right?
What? In the same Ivalice, yeah, I think.
Ivalice, yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of got hip to that, was from playing Tactics, and I got hip to 12, and I was like, oh shit! And when they came out with 12, it was like with the Sky Pirates and all that, and the judges and all that, and that shit was cool.
Yeah.
It had Fran, the bunny, the black bunny chick with the bunny ears, but she was bad as shit.
What a little thong.
Yeah.
The One Piece thong, yeah.
Hell yeah, that game was cool as shit. I enjoyed it. And they just remastered it, and I was gonna get it, but I don't know. I was like, nah, because truth be told, like, I ain't been into those games in a long time. Like, I don't even fuck with Final Fantasy like that no more. It was just something that I used to play when I was young.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I might buy what you call 8. I might buy 8. I think it's on sale, matter of fact. Now I think about it.
Yeah, it's like $10.
I might buy it. Let's see.
Hell yeah, 8 had an intricate it had that weird system, that GF system.
Oh, it's a big in Japan sale. Bet that's actually perfect.
Yup, and the big in Japan sale is where it's at. It's like $10 because I already looked at it.
He said I got that. Are you okay?
It's breathing real hard.
Right.
Hey, get your nose out of the mic.
Right.
My bad. I think that was me.
Hell yeah, it was you. That shit just stopped. What were you doing?
I was bending over looking at some shit like on my phone, you know.
Right.
So
all you can was
right.
Like, god damn.
Mission complete.
Breathing all loud.
No casualties.
Yeah, I think I played
Returning to base.
7, 8 Tactics.
Yeah. I hated 10. I didn't like 10. I don't care what nobody say. 10 was the Final Fantasy that was helping sell the PlayStation 2, right? I remember that because it was debuted on the PS2 and it had them new graphics and everybody was like, "Oh shit. It looks awesome." And then I was like, "Nah, I just didn't like it." I played through it a little bit. I thought it was trash. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it. Yeah, it was all colorful, and it just had all that colorful bullshit going on, and I was like, yeah, it did. It was talking. People actually talked, on that.
Yeah.
Because
87, nobody talked. It was just cinematics.
It was all cinematics, and it was all font, and text and all that. So you had to read a lot of shit. But on that one, that was the first one where they actually had voice actors come in and do it. And yeah, I didn't enjoy it. I tell you right now, the reason Final Fantasy has such a big impact on me is because when I was a kid, I was probably like maybe 10, and me and my aunt used to play it together. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest was the first Final Fantasy game that I played, and me and my aunt sat through and played that game together, the whole game. We killed it, like we just, because she was a gamer, and we just sat through that shit, played it, beat it, and that's why now I'm just like I still have respect for Final Fantasy the franchise. Even though a lot of the games I don't really like, I'll still go through and play maybe, something that catches my eye, I'll go and be like, fuck it, I'll play it.
Yeah, me and my cousin, my cousin introduced me to all my RPGs. She was the RPG. She had like all the games, so she hit me to a lot of Final Fantasy and Bloody Roar and all them other games. You know,
I
what
remember
I'm saying?
Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar was a fighting game on PlayStation, right?
Yeah, they need to bring that back.
Who spilled these M&Ms over here? It's probably you.
They truly need to bring that back.
What, Bloody Roar?
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing. They spilled these M&Ms all in this corner over here, and nobody wanted to pick them up. Man, you knew they were over there. I hate that. Man, it pissed me off.
I think a Bloody Roar was dope. Bloody Roar was dope. Nobody else in here played Bloody Roar?
I never played Bloody Roar, bro, but I know about it. Nah. They used to transform like people. It was people, and then they used to transform into monster, like beasts. I mean, like animals and shit. Yeah.
Minutes we took down caused civilian casualties.
Dope.
No point arguing.
Like you had the one dude transform into the beetle, other one transform into the tiger, one transform into the wolf.
The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Yeah, he transformed into a beetle. Transformed into the wolf. Yeah, that drum was tight. Like the main villain, he was a lion.
There's still military vehicles and
lion.
anti-air weapons.
That drum was tight.
Destroy the target.
Had one dude turn into a chameleon. He can like turn invisible and fuck you up. It was tight.
Yo, check it out. Listen, I want you to look some shit up, right? I used to play this game when I was younger on Super Nintendo. How many of y'all niggas know about Super Nintendo or even played a Super Nintendo?
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar.
So Super Nintendo,
the first barrier
it was this game called Secrets of Evermore. And that was one of my favorite fucking games of all time. Like, I love that fucking game. If I could play it now, I would play through that whole game right now. Just to reminisce, like, and how I used to just play the shit. I loved it. It's about a boy and his dog. A boy, and then you got a dog with you. It's an RPG. And y'all end up, like, going into this little abandoned building, and then you end up finding this object that transports you through time. And every single chapter of the game, you're in a different time. So, like at one part, you and your dog, you're in like caveman times, and your dog is like a big scruffy caveman dog, and you don't got like no weapons, you got a bone, and you're hitting people with it. And then at one part of the game, you're transported to the future. Now your dog is a robot, and you got like these high-tech weapons and shit. Like, the shit was cool. It was like the coolest game I've ever played, like the coolest RPG ever. It was called Secrets of Evermore. And it's old as shit, and I loved it to death. I swear, if I could find a Super Nintendo in that game, I'd be happy as shit. Like, I'd pay a lot of money for it. I really would. I would spend a lot of money on that Super Nintendo in that game. Hell yeah, I probably would be able to find it. I bet you that game, I'm gonna look it up. I bet you that game is probably worth a lot of money. I'm about to look it up.